Hi Virgo, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is going to be your love story reading for the next 3 weeks. So you can consider this to be your June reading, or whenever you come across this video. The intention here is to give you any sort of messages that can be useful to you. So in that sense, it is a timeless reading. Okay. All right. Having said that, I want to give my usual disclaimer. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Do not force the messages to apply to your situation, okay? Alright, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe and sound. I want to take that one too. Let's see. We've got co-create at the bottom of this deck. And we've got wake up call at the bottom of this deck. Interesting. Let's see. We've got earth magic, observer, communion, and not for you. Okay. Alright. And we've got rebirth and here and now. And this bonus card, chop wood. Okay. I'm getting more of a cleanup act happening here. Okay. Virgo, I feel that for a lot of you, you are actually currently in a situation where you're realizing or you're having this wake up call that something is not really aligned with your highest good, someone rather, some relationship, okay? It's almost like a new door is waiting to open up. You can see that this window here or this door is completely shut, it's closed, but there's a new door that is waiting to open up for you. But it's gonna require a bit of a cleanup act, and the cleanup act has to do with perhaps the way you think, any sort of negative thoughts that you've had about yourself, about your sense of self-worth, whatever it may be. Okay, it's different for different people, but usually when I'm also hearing self-doubt, so maybe you keep questioning yourself, your choices, or why you've done something. And it's really funny, but sometimes our ego wants to keep us stuck in situations simply because we made that decision. So we don't want to be proved wrong. Okay, it's ridiculous, but we do that. Anyway, coming from your recent past, I feel like this is something that you've somewhere along the line, I feel that this sense of initially, you have this sense of awe and wonder with respect to a new connection or any relationship. I feel like there came a point where you had to sort of detach yourself to really see whether it was actually as beautiful, as wonderful as you were imagining it to be. That I feel is also making you realize in the current situation that maybe this is not actually something that is good for you. Okay, maybe. um, and in the near future you have a rebirth coming up, which means that a rebirth is not possible until and unless there's a death, right? So there is something, I feel that some door that is closing down, it's being shut for you, and it's happening for you, for your benefit. Okay, could be a tower moment, could be that wake up call tsunami that we saw, but the universe is making this happen because it's not actually good for you. Okay, so there is something that holds promise in the future. This is a very beautiful spring energy, which means that something is taking birth, something new is is waiting to arrive. It's bringing in fresh, new energy. It's bringing in a sense of vibrancy, and it's bringing life back to you, is what I'm hearing. Like, or life back to your um yeah, it's weird. I don't know how to put it. That's what I'm getting actually. It's breathing life back perhaps to your circumstances or how you're feeling, okay? And with all the green that's going on here, it's bringing in a lot of healing as well. So let's see where this is heading, okay? Where this is coming from, first of all. What is this observer and earth magic about? So the first card to come out is the King of Wands with the Magician. The Magician, magic, like what's going on here? Okay, and we have another court card, which is the King of Pentacles. This could be your energy, okay, because it's coming out with the Eight of Cups. Yeah, Virgo, you might have been dealing with a fire sign, so it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. And incidentally, we have the Nine of Wands here at the bottom of this deck. I feel like you did try to make it work with this person, with the Magician. You tried to make things happen. You tried to create something magical, create something beautiful. I'm hearing create an oasis. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I never use that word, almost like never. I haven't until now. So it's like you wanted to create a beautiful sacred space, or a space of comfort for the both of you. But it is something that you have walked away from, or you felt emotionally detached from, which is also why the observer card here is, which actually means that you've detached yourself from that situation emotionally, so that you can see it for what it is and make a less emotionally charged and more sensible decision. Okay, where's this Magician here? We've got the Princess of Swords and the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there is definitely love here, there is passion here, but I feel like you've something, there's some mischief I feel that was going on. Okay, the Prince of Swords is a, or in other decks it's the Page of Swords. It's also usually a spying card. So this person was up to something. Maybe they had an eye on someone else, and because they're like really enigmatic and strong and attractive, probably really good looking, maybe this person was getting a lot of attention from someone else, which might have led you to think that there is something going on beneath the surface that you're not aware of, or something that you need to observe from a distance. Like something's up with them, which you need to observe from a distance. That is what I'm getting. Okay, we've got the Star, which came out in reverse. Some online spying or something like that. Very weird energy. Could be someone who was maybe chatting with someone else, or maybe you were spying on them, they were spying on you. I don't know what it is, but there's some spying going on here, some trickery. Possibly this person wasn't really all that honest about something, and I don't know what that is. That's gonna be different for different people, but there's a reason why you've emotionally detached from that and decided to maybe walk away. And I say maybe because you're in this Two of Swords energy and the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, a lot of swords, something to do with online. I don't know why I'm getting that strongly, but yeah, maybe they had like a different persona online, or they were putting up a persona that was not actually who they really are. We can, okay. Let's move on to this. What's happening with the not for you? Okay. So we have the Six of Swords, Temperance, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So yes, you are putting your guards up. Most likely you are cutting off that person. You're deciding finally to move towards something that is new. Also putting your own healing and well-being as a priority. That is what I'm feeling here. I want to know what that communion card here is for. Why is the Queen of Cups and the Hermit? Yeah, so I feel like there was also like a lack of communication. Maybe you are at a physical distance from this person. Okay, that could be the case. And the Seven of Wands is telling me that it's been a challenge. Okay. It's been a challenge, and it's taken you a lot of like inner work, introspection to really understand that something's missing here or something's not right, and you finally decided to pay attention to your intuition and perhaps cut this person off, okay, with the Queen of Swords, and look after yourself with the Temperance card. But the Six of Swords I really like seeing because it's moving onwards and upwards, and it's a healing energy in a way, because you're moving from something that is turbulent to something that is calm. Okay, but you do have two queens here, so this person could possibly be sailing in two boats at the same time. Okay, that is quite possible. Interesting. The Queen of Swords to me is coming across as your energy very strongly, because it's a sense of knowing that there's something up going on here, that my inner voice is telling me about, and I'm wise enough to listen to it, and it's time for me to not to put my foot down basically, and not put up with any sort of BS, and speak my mind. And you do have the upper hand here with the Seven of Wands. Poof. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Rebirth and Renewal card here? We've got Justice. So there's a karmic balance taking place. Nice. I like seeing that. And we've got another another character. We've got the King of Cups. So that could be someone new coming your way. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles. This time I feel like there's a lot of balance. There's so much healing taking place. Again, a lot of green here. More green, heart healing. Speaking of which, we have the Knight of Cups here. Definitely something new that wants to come in once you close that cycle, that chapter. Okay. Got the Seven of Pentacles. This is something that you can perhaps build on. It is going to um, show, it's going to fruit, is what I'm getting, because it's moving from the 6 to the 7 of Pentacles, and there's this sense of, okay, let's commit to this and let's, invest in this. Could most likely be a water sign who is wanting to come in. I am feeling a new energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, most likely a Scorpio or a Cancer. Wow. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Wands for the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like, Virgo, you're going to take your time to decide whether you want to invest in this or not, because which is also what is coming through with the Here and Now card. Focusing on one thing at a time, one day at a time, actually, on being in the here and now, being present, and but at the same time, I'm hearing you can actually block this from coming your way if you're not willing to open your heart out. Maybe do some heart healing meditations and things like that. That would be helpful for you to open your heart up, because it seems that you might be still a little aloof, or you might want to put your guards up. Okay, but you do have the Sun here. That's a new beginning. Okay, yeah, you've got the 10 of Wands, so the 9 and the 10 of Wands, and we've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is someone you can build something with. Okay, provided you let those burdens go, provided you let the past remain in the past. Yeah, speaking of which, we have the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so you could be hanging on to, okay, we've got the 9 of Wands here at the bottom of this deck. You could be hanging on to dear life, is what I'm hearing. You could be hanging on to your previous baggage. Okay, but that baggage is only making you droop and feel miserable and tired. Just let that go. And it's amazing that you have the Sun here in this deck. It is depicted as the phoenix rising from the ashes. um and you have a rebirth card here, which essentially means the same thing. So there is definitely a rebirth taking place after a little bit of a deliberation and wanting to leave the past in the past where it belongs and heal from that in order to open up to something new. Let's see what this person wants to say to you. Okay, so we've got you're not wrong, but neither am I. And we've got I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. Okay, if only you'd let me in. Okay, it could be that this Knight of Cups is this person from the past coming in to maybe apologize. Okay, but I do feel like that King of Cups is a new energy, and threes are also about birth. Okay, the birth of something new. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles and you've got rebirth there. Is it possible for us to go back to who we were? So I feel like this person might want to come back in with an apology, a weak apology possibly. I'm not sure you want what I want. So there's a mismatch in terms of what both of you want, perhaps. Okay, That is, I don't know why this Eight of Pentacles is here. It's probably got to do with you focusing on your work, perhaps in the present scenario. And that's probably helping you move past difficult energies or distract yourself perhaps from that pain. What is the advice for Virgo? So this says, love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Another number 8. So you do deserve the best, Virgo. Keep that in mind. Okay. You've got an 8 of Cups here, an 8 of Pentacles here. Did we see an 8 of Swords? No, we didn't. And we've got choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And we have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. That's a beautiful card. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So this is about manifestation, I feel. Okay. And I do feel like there is something new that wants to come in with the Sun. And the Six of Pentacles in this deck is especially, it gives me the feeling of union, taking vows, okay, and it came out with the King of Cups, so that looks really promising, and it's a lot more balanced and harmonious, I feel, than what you were previously involved with. The Magician here is suggesting to me that there was some kind of trickery there. So this is what I have for you, and I'm gonna leave this here, Virgo. I am wishing you all the very best for the situation and for the month ahead in general. There are 2 eclipses this month, so that probably explains why we have these sudden sort of endings, okay? And new beginnings cannot happen without endings, so that's just how it is. Anyway, I'm leaving this here. Take care of yourselves and do subscribe, like, share, comment, and all those good things. And I'll see you again later. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.